Code members, are you ready? It's time for the green mask. The home of all things nerdy.
And we're live. So we're gonna talk about Pokemon tonight.
Yay, my childhood. Well, one of them anyway.
Indeed. I think 90% of the people on this channel probably feel the same way.
It all started with the anime. Then it went all downhill from there.
Yeah, no, I spend way too much money on Pokemon merch that I probably shouldn't as a grown man, but Mewtwo and Ditto and Snorlax.
That's the only Pokemon merch I ever got were those pins that you see sticked on my bag.
Oh yeah. I still look for those. I've been looking online and finding some and I'm interested in them.
I said the last one I bought was Ceruledge.
I uh I need to try to find me a Ditto one.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Ditto. A
I've
couple of times I
s-
have looked.
I've seen one, but it was like a Duplica's Ditto in the form of another Pokemon. It was the derpy Ditto face.
Oh yeah,
I've seen those, but I just want just the pink blob Ditto.
just regular old Ditto.
I love Ditto. So I'm gonna start out talking about wind and waves, cause specifically just a couple of things about it that's been spoiled so far, and then a couple of things that I've seen that I wanted to point out to you that I thought was interesting. That isn't by any means set in stone. It's supposed data leaks that may or may not come true because Nintendo might be smart enough to hide things. Um, so the first thing I want to start out with is the starters.
Fire puppy, the water was a gecko, and then the
Mm-hmm.
grass bird.
So the first thing I want to point out: why do we have another water lizard when we just had Inteleon?
I couldn't tell you, bastard. You answered the wrong person about what Nintendo's got going on.
I mean, I don't like any of the starters so far,
Yeah,
but
I can't say I'm a fan either.
but I'm looking at the secondary typings of them.
Oh, that what got leaked? Secondary
Uh,
timing?
so far, at least this looks like. Um, I guess it might not be set in stone, but they're showing that Brout, the grass bird, is going to be grass electric. Uh,
Interesting.
Pombon is going, the fire dog, is going to be fire fairy.
Oh, the very first.
I think that one's interesting because the only other fairy starter we've had was Poplio, right?
Yeah.
Uh, well, I can we count the Legend ZA mega form of
Meganium.
Meganium because it's grass fairy.
Would you want to catch the Mega form? When
I
it's
don't
not like inherent?
I don't know. I will stand on my little soapbox and preach all day how Meganium's terrible and I'm a Chikorita hater, but I feel like adding the fairy type to it genuinely makes it usable now.
Yeah, and the stat buffs.
Yeah, with the stat buffs, I just I want to throw it in the ring, but I maybe not because it probably won't even have that form in Wind and Waves because I feel like they're not going to go back to the Mega again that quickly.
Probably not.
Probably have their own gimmick, which before I spoil anything, because I will get to that one in a second. Uh, Gekua, the water gecko, water psychic.
Eh.
It's starting to sound like a Sabo clone. Now we don't know if they're inherently both types all the time, or if that's they start out monotype and gain a dual type later, like the Sinnoh starters did. Hell yeah to my boy, fucking Infernape.
Bernie.
Fucking Infernape. Yeah. I love
Yeah, I
Infernape.
know. I know, because you use that freaking thing a lot when you're playing the ROM.
Oh, not even that. Do you remember mine from Diamond and Pearl when we were in middle school?
Yep.
I love my punchy monkeys. Um,
So I start off with Pip Plup.
yeah, you were always strong against me, and I didn't like that. And then you had your what was it, Dusk Noir that had all the punches?
Yeah.
Oh my,
Have Shadow Punch, Ass Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch.
oh my God, I hated that thing.
It wasn't even that strong.
If you have low physical defense, it was. Well, I don't know. Most of those weren't physical moves, and I did have Infernape, so it was a bit of a it was a bit of a downside to me. But having
I
what we
think
have now, especially with knowledge, I think I would be a lot. I think I could be able to take it on a little better.
I was like, with my knowledge now, I wouldn't be using Dust Noir.
No, God, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, we wouldn't even be using the same teams we were using. Well, yeah, no, I'd still be using Infernape. We know that.
Yeah. And they'll be rocking Gallade, even though I didn't use Gallade in high school. That was like a bit later when I started taking interest in it.
Yeah, but now he's your signature guy.
Pretty much.
You know, for shits and giggles, I think I would pick Brout because I want to see what Grass Electric would be like.
I know he's suing Electro's Grass Electro. I just remember that.
Do what?
I just remember he's suing Electro. That thing's Grass Electric.
Is it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just remember, I was like, oh, Grass Electric, that's interesting. Oh, wait, I just remember that dude just popped in my head.
I
Because at
like
first I was thinking about the Rotom form, but then I remember, oh, yeah, Electro.
I like that typing. I think I would try that, but I would potentially want to try Pombon. In the past couple years, I've grown a real liking to the fairy type, especially
Yeah,
after using. Remember when I played Emerald Sea Glass and I got that Tinkaton?
yeah.
That really, I mean, I already was a Sylveon fan because Sylveon is the fairy evolution, and I'm like, oh hell yes, an evolution that's a fairy. That'll make me like fairy, and then it didn't make me like fairy. Tinkaton did, and Mimikyu, but
I,
let's not talk about Mimikyu.
I will say at first I was like, I don't care for fairies.
Yeah, because I was like, they picked a lot of the weaker ones. They were first showing it off, and it was like, I think Pikachu was a fairy type, and it was
Nah,
Clefairy.
Pikachu got like a Pikachu clone, like Dendende. That was a fairy type.
The
Pikachu's
Dende,
just
maybe it was the Dende I saw.
yeah, with Dendende. Yeah, I say Pikachu never became fairy.
Um, it was Clefairy and all them, and I was like, and then I was reading what fairy was, and I was like, oh, it's the counter to Dragon and Dark. Huh.
Yeah, pretty much just to bring them down a peg.
Because Steel's strong against Fairy, which is crazy because Steel and Dark were invented at the same time, so you would think that they would both be weak to Fairy.
And I guess they want to give like Steel and Poison edge because Poison wasn't really doing much.
Not really, no.
One thing I will say I don't get is why they make Fairy resist Bug. I feel like you could have just looked at neutral because Bug's kind of in the same category as Poison, where it's not like doing much.
Yeah, it's it's weird. I would feel like they would make Fairy weak to the types that aren't doing shit. That's
Yeah, that's
my opinion. That they would take like Bug type could be strong against Fairy. Poison type could be strong against it. Steel type strong against it. Like you included other types that could potentially get a buff. Why not include Bug? Why make it resist Bug?
I mean, you could have looked at neutral.
Yeah, they could have left it neutral, but I think it's about time Bug gets something.
How about that? Bug's been crap for like Gen 1, Gen 2. Didn't really get anything good until what, 4 and 5, I think.
5.
Yeah, 5. I say 5. Didn't really get anything going until like Gen 5.
5, they got all those good Bug types finally.
And plus moves.
Oh yeah,
I like
and
Skull. I like Scolipede.
uh I like I like a Selgor and the other one.
Oh,
Did
the
you
what the trait evolution with that for Selgor and was that Escalus something or
S
other?
Cavalier?
Escal that's it. I heard like it was Escalus something.
I couldn't remember his name to save my life. S Cavalier.
I
I
can never remember Escavalier. Like Selgor I remember because I actually did have one.
I like those two. I think they're really cool. I think their design's really cool, like being a trade evolution.
They just trade a piece of them over to each other.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. So, which I like weird gimmicks in Pokemon anyway.
I like freaking Malamar. You get that from holding the DS upside down.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. um, but that
Not so
ex
cool. I was say not so cool if you're doing a blind playthrough and you don't know Jack.
true, true. Trying to figure out how the hell to get one.
Yeah, I remember Salazar. I was like, why isn't the sucker ain't evolving? Oh, it has to be a female. Oh, screw you. Screw you, game.
It's combi all over again.
Yeah. Had a level, what, like 40 combi. You're trying to figure out, is it like a high level? Then you go look it up. No, it has to be a female. And it has a low percentage of showing up. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, no,
Thanks, game.
I just won't have a Vespa Queen. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this actually nicely transits into the next leak that I wanted to talk about. Supposedly, we're getting some new types.
Is it sound?
I hope so, but apparently, I've been seeing all over the internet people are not a fan of sound type, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, that'd be the perfect addition. You already got these sound-based moves. Even the Radon that's in Poketopia is an electric normal type, and it takes over a freaking speaker. That'd be the perfect introduction to have sound type.
I saw that. That would actually genuinely be. But we are getting supposedly a new Rotom type.
I'm guessing it's a speaker. Like, since speaker's only in Poketopia, you're probably gonna have that over in the game.
Maybe. It might be a new one and it may be sound based. They've been playing with sound for a long time. They've had sound based attacks since Gen 1 with Screech and Growl and stuff like that.
Then you have freaking Gen. Okay, was it Gen 8? It's the one with Sword and Shield. You have freaking Toxtricity, where his whole
Yep.
thing is sound. Even his ability, Punk Rock.
Yep. And Exploud, the Wishmer line, that even teases sound type a little bit.
And Cricketune.
Oh yeah, Cricketune. I forgot about Cricketune and Cricketot. I love Cricketune.
Oh, I never forget. Whoop.
We will never forget the diddly whoop whoop. Oh wait, no, a Chatot. You could
Oh yeah, didn't
change
Chad have?
Chatot's call.
Also, didn't Chad have a thing for the DS where you record your voice in the mic, yell that out?
Yeah, I said some vile things.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Good thing I never went
I
online because I probably would have told some random kid on the other side of the earth to eat shit and die.
Oh, the good old days of Xbox 360, toxicity of 360 PS3 era.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The golden age of gaming. I really
Well,
hope we.
I say
What?
more Golden Age of multiplayer.
Very true. Very true.
As far as games, still to me personally, I was born to the PS2.
The GameCube was my shit. Okay, I really hope that the next thing they reveal is a sound type.
If they do decide, that's another evolution you could potentially get since they
That
introduced Fury.
I'm
They made a appearance
s-
at Eevee.
I'm so glad you said that because that was another thing that was supposedly spoiled that there was going to be two new evolutions in this gen.
Took them long enough. It wasn't Sylveon not the last new one.
Yes. Yes, actually.
Wonder what type it's gonna be. Probably one probably the new type, and the other one probably something that doesn't exist.
So what people are thinking is it's going to be the new typing to show off the new typing, but that
Yeah.
it's also going to be a type that already exists, and a lot of people really think it's going to be Ghost. I think the
Oh,
only way they should do Ghost is if you evolve it by using a brick on Eevee.
using a brick on Eevee.
Yep, just whack it over the head one good time. Boom, Ghost
What?
type.
But say if they do make a ghost, we're gonna call it Spooky on.
They'll probably go for that, but I think Geistion would be cooler.
Hmm.
I think that would be the cool name, but I think Spookion is honestly probably what Nintendo and Game Freak will use. At least in America. Or the
Yeah.
English games. Geistion, though, in Germany, they could totally do that. And his name
True.
would just be Ghostion.
Don't be something plain like Ghosty on there cry.
I'm. I feel like it's about time we get a dragon type.
You mean like a Dragon Time Eevee?
Yeah.
Because it should about time we get on the other types of Eevee.
Oh yeah, no, there's a bunch of types that already don't exist.
You got freaking Bug, Rock, Flying,
Ground, poison,
Steel.
steel, dragon, why do I feel like we're forgetting normal?
Almost like I'm kind of Eevee as the normal type, but
I think I might be in the minority on this, but I've thought for a long time that Eevee should just evolve once it hits a certain level into something else, and it be just a normal type evolution.
you know, call it Normion. Freaking Normie.
Oh God, no, no. Well, maybe it is Nintendo we're talking about. Um,
Hey, we're hip with the kids. Freaking Normie.
Nullion because it has no typing. It's just normal.
Oh, like type null.
Yeah, like something like that. That would be a cool name. Um, something else that you might have already seen it, which we just briefly talked about it. That Gen 10 is supposed to be Indonesia.
Yes, I remember a VTuber talking about it.
So, from what I saw, there was a non textured leak of the region map, and it was all islands.
I remember in the trailer, it was basically like just a bunch of islands and a large pool of water.
Yeah, there's like a lagoon in the middle of all the islands. I don't know much about it because from what I saw, I mean, I did see little peeks from the reveal trailer, but uh, from what I saw on the untextured map, and I don't know if I can find it real quick. Uh, Here it goes. Um, there's like a big mountain in the middle, and then there's like a lagoon in the middle there around this mountain, and all these other mountains are around it. In
I feel
fact,
like I remember seeing like a lagoon-like area, like kind of like a swampy area in the trailer. I feel like I remember seeing something like that.
uh, I'm gonna share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at here. In fact, open image to new tab. This is what I saw. So here's that lagoon that I was talking about, which is that I think the body of water you were talking about is all of this lagoon here. I would imagine that this is where they talk about underwater exploration in Gen 10. I'm imagining that this big circle here, this is probably where you're going diving at. There's probably like coral reefs and caves and maybe even a sunken city because there appears to be right here a natural pathway that goes to these mountains, but then here it goes out and then it just disappears. This one seems to go here. I I don't know, it's kind of weird.
And I guess we'll see as time goes on. They reveal more stuff.
Let's see if I can go back and find that one that I was just looking at. Open this in a new tab. This seems to be part of it. So what I'm imagining is, at least from the way it looks, and through my eyes, it's gonna be each individual island is gonna be its own city with a gym. Like you can see one here. It looks like there's one here, one back here, one up here. It looks like this would be ground type gym. That looks like it might be fire type gym because it's in a volcano. That might be ice type. No, maybe grass because it looks like it's in a forest.
Okay, it could be multiple gyms on each island.
There could be. Maybe this isn't a gym. Maybe this is something completely different.
I mean, in Alola, they did do like they didn't have gyms. Instead, had freaking what they call them. I forget what they call that challenge.
Oh, fuck. I know what you're
Was it
talking
like
about because at the end of it, you had to challenge multiple different champions.
Kahuna? Was it Kahuna they were called?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause there's like 4 kahunas, I believe.
Yeah, and you had to take them all down. I didn't play that region, but so this appears to be isolating the islands and locations that are represented by islands in uh wind and waves. Papua, Maluku, Sulawesi, Bali, Nusa Tenggara, Nusa Tenggara, Java, Sumatra, Kalimantan.
That's how I wonder about pronunciation. We butcher our own language anyway.
Bro, I can't speak Indonesian.
That's it. I barely speak English.
So 3 of these Sulawesi, I know from a travel YouTuber I watch. He went there. But Papua, Bali, and Java are like popular travel destinations. So it's like we kind of know what those islands are going to be like just
I
by
guess
if we Google what the actual place looks like, we could guess what it looks like. But these other land masses here are rather fucking large. The Sumatra and the Kalimantan, they're really big. So I'm wondering if like those are these uh bigger islands down here that we were looking at. I might as well leave these images open. If that's these bigger islands here that we're looking at, I would imagine that the smaller ones down here are like Bali and Java.
Yeah, well, then we'll try to find a way to like mash them all together in one map.
It would be interesting because Indonesia does have a few different biomes. It's got the mountains, it's got the jungles, it's got the beautiful beaches with like flat plains and palm trees and beautiful land. Just gorgeous. But then, it does have, I think, a couple of active volcanoes. It is technically part of the Ring of Fire, so maybe that's where our fire type gym is going to be.
Potentially. And also potentially said volcano could erupt.
Would be interesting to have a disaster in the middle of Gen 10.
Yeah, I feel like all the other because there is some kind of disaster. It's just usually caused by the enemy team. Whatever they're gonna, I say, yeah, whatever team they're gonna have in this game.
So, okay, this is something that I just want to bring in. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet. We keep seeing all these games with new enemy teams. A new enemy or a returning enemy team hasn't come back for a long time, and when it did, it was technically Rainbow Rocket.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Sun and Ultra Moon because they did have like Team Rainbow Rocket. I remember Team Galaxy also made a back in that game.
Yep. So, what if Aqua and Magma make a comeback in this game? Because we
Hmm.
haven't seen the legendary yet. We have not seen a legendary yet, at least that I've seen.
Nah. All
Um,
we've seen are the starters and the Pikachu clothes.
wait, what?
Oh yeah, Pikachu got new outfits in the trailer.
I think I missed that one.
Hmm.
Oh. New Pikachu outfits. Aww. It's adorable. It's got a tan. I'm sorry, but that's kind of cute. They're tourists. Wait a minute. Yo. Interesting. Um, I'm wondering if Pikachu and Moslax from Pokopia are going to show up in the game in any way.
And I'll probably bring something over from Pokotopia and maybe ZA.
Part of me wants to play ZA, but I didn't play XY.
I did. I played Y.
You played Y?
Yeah.
I do. I like. Xerneas has good typing, but Evoldo is so cool. And then, of course, I love Zygarde. Because he starts out as just a little guy, and then he becomes the best boy, and then suddenly he's a fucking transformer.
I will say the X and Y is definitely lacking, especially in one particular detail that I'm not a fan of.
What?
So you know how X and Y introduced Mega Evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me why the gym leaders in Elite Four don't have Mega Evolution.
That makes no sense.
Exactly. You're introducing a new mechanic, and the only time you ever do technically do a Mega Evolution battle is against the Fighting Gym leader, and that's when you get like a Mega Lucario against her Mega Lucario. But that's not really a gym battle. That's
Yeah,
just like that's more like a trial.
I was gonna say there's like that one time, but that is it, and it's scripted. It's always supposed to happen, regardless.
Oh yeah, and against the champion, but that's whatever.
I don't know if you can really count the one against the champion because, like,
Yeah,
the champion is supposed to really show the game off in a really, really good manner, and him having Mega Evolutions definitely would show it off, being their introductory region.
yeah, that's pretty much about the only other time. Oh yeah, and your rivals also uses a Mega Evolution,
That's
but
right.
just too few. Like, I feel like gym leaders in Elite Four should have Mega Evolutions. I mean, in the anime they had their Mega Evolutions.
I would think so. Yeah,
It's like, why the anime get it, but not the game? Don't make no sense.
because
They want to be,
reasons.
I guess they wanted to be easier. The game's already dumb and easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say they already had begun dumbing the game down by X and Y, so why make it worse?
Especially when you get something good like freaking Mega Lucario. We already know how busted that thing was back then when it first came out.
Yeah. Well, he's got a new mega form now.
Yeah, I saw that Mega Dimensions DLC in ZA.
It's just Hatsune Miku, but
Because I think Lucario, I know Garchomp got a new Mega form.
I haven't seen
And
that one. Let me look that one up.
I think it's just Dragon. Like, I think Garchomp's just Dragon.
If I can spell chomp right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What the fuck? Why does it look like that?
I mean, you can ask that question about any Mega forms.
His hands are gone.
I mean, they didn't really have hands to begin with. It just had little spikies.
Yeah, but that looks so derpy. I don't even want to talk about Fucking Mega Dragonite.
Have you seen Mega Star Raptor?
Oh God. Let me look it up.
Yeah, go take a look at everybody's favorite Gen 4 regional bird. Like it's the only regional bird, but you get what I mean.
Why? This can't be real. This is got
No,
to
that's
be.
it. That's it right
Jesus
there.
Christ.
Yeah, you want to know something? It changed from normal flying to fighting flying.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't mind because it was close combat, so yeah, I don't
Yeah, it
mind.
already had a little touch of fighting in him, so like that doesn't bother me. I don't hate that
Oh yeah, also in this game, they let Star Raptor learn Blaze Kick. Thought that's kind of dope.
because of his talons.
Yeah,
Dope.
I guess they were going around the fighting type route. They're like, yeah, let's give it something.
Because it does have way sharper uh talons than regular Star Raptor.
Oh yeah, Raichu got two Mega Force X and Y form.
I saw those. I didn't like them.
Who else got Mega Force? I know Caliber did.
Oh, whoa,
Glimora.
whoa, wait, what? Godzilla mentioned what?
Yeah, Caliber got a Mega form. He got quiet.
I do not like that.
There it is. I was like, oh, he got quiet.
I don't like that. Why did they do that? He
That seems
was
to be the ongoing thing. I was like, I don't like this Mega form. Why they do this?
he was based on Godzilla. I mean, I get that he also is based on swords and it's supposed to be Excalibur, but why did you make him look like that? Mega for Alligator is even better than that.
Oh yeah, with his little dragon hood.
And I don't like his hood.
It's like a throws it where he goes, take a bite. They got Mega Embor
I saw that one. Back,
with his little
you
with
know,
his little spear.
fucking back to Meganium for a second, though. Maybe Meganium is worth at least trying now.
I mean, if you like Meganium,
I don't.
all five people.
Yeah, all like 5 of you out there that are gonna hate me and dislike this video. Oh, Mega Chimecho is not terrible, but what was the reasoning behind this?
I couldn't tell you. Well,
Ugh.
I'm glad my boy at least looks has a cool looking Mega Evolution.
Oh no, why is Hoopa on the cover of the Mega Dimensions DLC? Hoopa. Please don't ruin Hoopa.
Well, brace yourself.
Um, I have they not showed off a new form?
Try this. Like, I don't know if Hooper did get anything, but if you want to see like a full list of the Mega Evolutions, you just type in like Pokemon Mega Evolutions and go to like Bulpy or something, and it'll give you like the full list of Pokemon that got the Mega Evolutions. I know a good couple of them got something.
Okay, Mega Victory Bell. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the actual list? Oh, Mega Blaziken.
Muay Thai chicken.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, there it is.
Excalibur.
Oh yeah, I forgot the little fish you got something.
Tassiguri.
Yeah, Glamora. I remember seeing that one.
Scoville. I like that. Hey, wait. No, that wasn't a Mega Skull villain I pulled out of that Japanese thing, was it? No. I like that though.
Oh,
Zera
look, there's one.
Aura? I like that.
Oh, look, there's some that he does like.
So far, I like Scoville.
Mm-hmm.
I like Zera Aura.
Yep.
So I like Magirna.
Oh, Calypsopod is interesting to say the least.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
Yeah.
Magirna, though, I like it. I mean, I like Magirna because she's sort of modeled after the ancient Roman automaton that they had found. I think it's really cool because I'm a history buff. But oh,
I forgot.
Crabominable,
I forgot you got one.
Meowstick. That's not terrible. I don't hate that.
There you go, Lurk.
Okay, they did good on him.
Oh, I heard that guess. I was like, oh yeah, he likes it.
Oh,
It looks like a battleship.
I like it. I don't know if you see what I see, but this looks like an eye with the
Kind
veins.
of, kind of like a blimp battleship kind of thing.
Kinda. I don't mind that.
What that mouth do? Man, the what game on point. Oh yeah, the card
Hot,
got a new form.
fucking Hatsune Miku. Hilarious that it doesn't get the fairy type. It looks like it would.
Yeah, still fighting steel. And drag. I
We've
mean,
seen
guard.
these.
That's like guard trying to lose his ground type. Oh, Asshole got a new one. Even edgier.
Do you remember when Sasuke got possessed by Orochimaru and had those giant hand wings that came out
Yeah.
of his back? Tell me
Yeah, the
that
curse
this
card.
doesn't look like that.
So I even got Sasuke kill with his hair over an eye.
Exactly. Like, and it's got a red eye like it's a Sharingan. Like, it's just edgy Sasuke.
So just Sasuke.
Yeah. Yeah. Chameko, these horrible fucking. I don't like these. Well, I like X more than I like Y.
So yeah, I say I like X more than Y.
I don't. I wouldn't use Mega Raichu X. I wouldn't use Mega Raichu Y.
Yeah, so
But
those are all the ones introduced in the DLC. And then you got the base game, which if you scroll up a bit more.
I'll scroll up in a brief second. I wanna make a little point here real quick. Why is it that X always has the better looking megas?
Same thing with like yeah, Charizard has an X and Y, Mewtwo got X and Y.
Why does the X version always look better?
I couldn't tell you.
Y
I guess
always looks wacky, but then when you look at the legendaries, which are in the shape of X and Y, Evaldo looks dope.
yeah.
Why is no other Mega look that good? And why did Evaldo and Xerneas not get Megas? Drampa,
Freaking,
okay.
freaking Phalanx, what the freak?
I do like Drampa. Phalanx, they
What am I looking at?
it's Voltron. Zygarde. Okay. So this isn't exactly what I expected
You
ultimate
see this?
form.
See this giant thing I'm holding? That's my dick. You know where it's going? Up your bum.
I you know what? It does make sense though because he's the ultimate weapon, and if you look at the end of the cannon, it's in the shape of an X and a Y together.
Hey, look, that's his Peter hole.
That's his urethra.
Oh,
Hawlucha,
hey, how look?
I saw the Hawlucha, and
Mucha lucha. Or
now
remember
Dragalage,
that is interesting,
it
to say the least.
I don't like base Dragalage. I think it looks really weird.
So Mega kind of looks, does it have with the weirdness factor?
Yeah, it it touches on that same. Oh look, I'm really weird, and makes like cranks it to 10. Barbacle,
Rock water or rock fighting? Huh.
interesting. Why does it look like Shiva?
Oh dear, I see it.
You see it too.
I wasn't thinking
Interesting.
about it till you said something. Oh yeah, I forgot Malamir got one.
Oh, now I
Why you
like
like?
that.
Thank you very much.
I like
Oh,
that. I like
freaking hair,
Malamar, but I like that.
freaking thing was like Elvis. Thank you very much.
Floette, but only Eternal Flower Floette?
That's the one.
Ends
What's the name?
Floette.
Well, not in that. That tall dude with. I forgot his name.
Yeah, not
Like
in.
AZ or something.
Yeah.
Think that. Yeah, AZ. I never know how to pronounce his name.
AZ had it. Um, why is his version the only one that gets it?
Cause his is special. Oh hey, Pyro. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Hey, I forgot the 3 stars. Green Ninja.
I do like this one. I did see this. I do like this one.
Never mind. I'm surprised the stars didn't get in X and Y. A mega form.
I don't like this. Mega Dilfox.
Why you not Fire Fairy? Why you Fire Psychic in the game that introduced Fairy? At least like one of the stars be a Fairy type.
Right? Chestnut.
Missed opportunity.
Why did Samurott not get one?
Wish me Samurai. What about him?
Not Samurott. Um, God damn.
Which one you thinking about?
We'll circle back around. There was another Pokemon from that region that I was wondering why they didn't get one, and I'm not seeing it.
Come on, from X and Y?
Yeah. Don't know why I said Samurott. My brain short circuited a little bit. It's been a long day.
Oh, Sam.
Chandelure.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't hate it. I don't understand why he needed one, but I don't
Oh, hey,
hate it.
Electros.
I do like this.
Yeah, I do
Plus
like
and
Electros.
minus. Like, I like this.
I really like Electros, so I'm a bit biased towards it. Hey, you little hoodlum. Oh, you would definitely throw a hard R, so I can see it. You are definitely to throw a hard R's.
I don't understand why he got one too. But Scolipede,
Yeah, I feel like Sculpey should get one, but
look,
never thought they'd go through the armored bug route.
look at this. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'd say it's interesting.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, because if you look at his stats, it pretty much got a boost of everything except for speed. It actually got a drastic decrease, which makes sense. It's like heavily armored now.
I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense, but
'Cause I think Heracross the same way. He got a boost and everything, but a decrease in speed.
um,
Excadrill.
Excadrill.
I am not a fan of you. I do not like you one bit.
No, something's off about it.
I think it might be like the drills. I don't know.
I think I know
I,
what it. This is his thumb. Look how big his hands are compared to his head. Like, look at where his face is, and then look at how huge his thumb is compared to his face.
I don't know that. I mean, Richard, that was his thumb.
That's what it is. They've purposefully drawn this to be a opposable thumb. Huh.
They just went to Garchomp around and just make it a whole drill instead of trying to add a puzzle of fingers.
Embor got one. Um,
Oh, Frostlass.
Frostlass. Oh, she's wearing a kimono.
I mean, it's already weird kimono base form, but yeah, probably put a bit more emphasis on it.
Yeah, like this, all you can really tell is like the bow.
From the red, yeah, from the red bow. But
But
now
then,
is it
like,
put more emphasis on it because of where the bottom.
yeah, it's got the full design down there. I like that. Mega Skarmory.
Okay, when I saw Megastar, I thought, oh, wait, did it make it like an electric type? Nope, still flying.
Why is it golden?
Golden Frieza, Golden Skarmory.
Oh, why did they do this to my boy?
I can say my boy got a cool looking Mega Evolution form. E.
That's bad. Mega Meganium is bad. Not good design. I don't like Mega Dragonite. I don't even want to click on that. That looks
Starmie
horrifying.
just, what I say, Starmie looks like Nightmare Fuel.
Starmie is a Bobobo character right now.
There's an anime I heard in years.
Oh god, I love that anime. Clefable has wings. And what are these on its ears?
Not a clue.
Do we even need to talk about Mega Victory Bell?
Do you want to?
It's clearly an autoerotic asphyxiation.
It has all the gulp gulp game, and that's all of it from ZA. Hey, my boy,
Oh, wait.
good.
Some appear in ZA that I hadn't actually paid attention to. I didn't know that Mega Diancie was so fucking fabulous.
Yes, girl, slay. Pop my mic.
Um, I knew most of these. Glalie. I do like Altaria. It's fairy type. Maybe that's why. I've never liked Mega Camerupt.
Krakatoa.
Mega Sharpedo is just what the fuck. Mega Swampert though.
Bulky mother lover.
I love it. I fucking love it. So just to step away for a second, and I know you have like no input on this basically. not much less than me, but Pokopia, I love it.
Because it's like Animal Crossing.
But with a ditto.
A Ditto taking the form of a derpy human that can copy Pokemon moves to get around the environment.
You are the HM slave now.
Call me a slave?
No, I was about to run into a in Soviet Russia, HM slaves you. God, I don't even think my audience would remember those jokes. Um, so Pokopia. How and why and where does it play into the timeline? Because you find a spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't played or seen anything. You find destroyed Kanto.
Oh yeah, I remember watching somebody stream it. I remember seeing like letters from like Brock and a couple other characters
Mm-hmm.
and places being mentioned.
And it's highly theorized that the professor that owned Professor Tangigrowth was
Oh, Tangrowth.
Professor Oak. I don't know if it is, but
I mean, Bill was in the body of a Pokemon, so it is possible that Oak somehow got his brain put into a Tangrowth that is a different color now.
right? Like, I see it possible. But I haven't seen yet. I want to know what happened to Kanto because everybody that I had seen they were discovering Pallet Town and stuff like that, and I was like, interesting.
I'm Ash Ketchum, not from Palatown.
One person was playing, and they didn't realize that you can name Pallet Town yourself, and they panicked and they just wrote Mike in all caps. So now there's a big sign at the front that says "Welcome to Mike."
How'd you let that happen?
I would do that. I would name it something stupid. I named my Animal Crossing town Hell.
Which spell it Hail?
Nope, it let me type it in HELL.
Oh, a good old HE double hockey stick.
Ain't no fucking way Animal Crossing let me get away with that, but it did. Um, I'm curious. I want to know how Pokopia fits into the timeline because it seems we talked a bit about this before the recording, but it seems like some people have mentioned that it's supposed to be in the approximate time zone of where the future Paradox Pokemon come from, but they're not present in the game. And I'm with you on your opinion that yeah, it's not really that much of a roboty game, so it doesn't seem like they would fit in because they are robots.
Yeah, I feel like this might be like before that time. Because, everything's destroyed.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I'm wondering where it falls in the timeline. It may not necessarily be like even in the same universe because there has been, proof that there are multiple different dimensions,
Yeah,
parallel dimensions.
it could be just like an offhand dimension where everything go bye-bye.
Right. Um going back to Gen 10 real quick, I wanted to touch on something that I had seen and I don't know if it's true. I'm trying to find it here. They will have a new mechanic that
I feel that's the thing for every game to have a new mechanic.
uh will be apparently called weather moves.
Oh, is Castform gonna be viable? Good
That's
for
what I'm
you.
wondering. Um,
Good for you, Castform fans. Your Pokemon, your booby looking ball sack Pokemon's gonna have some kind of use.
apparently a seed Pokemon is going to be involved, which may be part of the main story and or deal with the legendary.
Wait, are there a Castform evolution?
Oh god, that would be so cool.
Or still suck?
Um, yeah, but I do love cast form. Uh, another thing that people were talking about was something called Majin forms, which is going to be like a new gimmick, like Mega Evolution, Terrastalling, or any of that shit.
Dynamaxing.
Yeah, or something like that, and it's called Majin forms.
What the frick is it? How's Monster gonna be any different from like Megas, Terrestrializing, or freaking Dynamaxing?
Uh, Let me see if I can pull up the explanation of what a Majin form is. Majin form, it involves the weather. So they're specifically going to have to be fire, ice, rock, ground, or psychic.
So they change their so they change based on the weather.
I think so that they can like wake up their Majin form using uh the weather, I guess. Special seed companion. Maybe that the seed Pokemon has a part to play in this.
So we're bringing back Weather Wars like from Gen 5.
Yeah, this makes me wonder if
We got your Tyranitar boys. It's gonna be OP again.
but that makes me wonder if there's gonna be new gens. Cause we got Thunderous, Tornadus, and Landorus.
Landorus.
Then we got Enamorus, which doesn't make sense. But whatever. Fairy
And they
type,
just throw anything.
huh?
So they just throwing anything.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised they throw in like a new form of Lugia.
it's funny you mention that because somebody has been posting fan made leaks, and a lot of them were showing off new forms of Ho-Oh and Lugia, and the Lugia looks like it pays homage to Shadow Lugia.
Yeah, when you think about winning ways, oh, riding the winds, Lugia in the waves, even though it's a psychic flying, not a water type, or we're gonna gloss past that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the new form of Lugia is gonna be part water and something else. Or maybe its Majin Force gonna change into a water. Who knows?
It could be a Majin form that's going to make him water. So apparently, Terra Leaks had something about the legendaries, but it's been taken down because I can't find it now. I was just reading that somebody had posted on Terra Leak that the legendaries were up, but I haven't seen it yet.
Stuff is always gone when you try to go back and look for it.
It feels like that. I guess the internet just changes so quickly now.
Yeah, information gets outdated every second.
Yeah, it's just like as soon as you read something, somebody's gonna prove it false or something.
All right, take that down, because everybody's crapping on my theory.
Okay,
Now I'm
so
getting tired of hearing people's mouths.
either the legendaries got proven false, or we just aren't going to fucking find it because it may have gotten taken down.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just throwing stuff out anyway. Ain't like we know any more than anyone else.
Um, Spoilers, yes, I don't give a shit. uh, so
Ain't like I'm playing the game.
something got scrapped. Pokemon Legends 2 Ho-Oh and Lugia, which would
Ho
have connected the Sinjo stuff and would make sense because about a year ago it was leaked that there was going to be a Legends Johto with Celebi on the cover. So it got scrapped. Interesting. Legends Galar?
And
What is.
oh, you mean like the Galar region?
Yeah. Oh, that looks like Power World. Oh, that is a direct rip off of Power World.
I ever heard something about a game that was like a rip off of Power World. That's probably what that is.
No. I know what you're talking about. Pikmin. Oh, it's so bad. No, this is like actually a Pokemon game. They're fighting against a.
The Colossal.
Yeah, and she's flying around the arena, and this is just Power World. It's not even in an arena. It's just open in the world. You can see it on the map here.
Just Power World was they're using actual Pokemon.
God, I hope this gets scratched. It literally is. Look, it literally is just Power World. Oh, this is bad. Oh, please cancel this.
I like how we were just talking about Gen 10, now we found this thing.
Oh, Jesus. No. Legend ZA Pokopia multi-region online remake. I've heard about that. So that was going to be Poke MMO, basically. But it was only going to be. What's that? Hoenn, Kanto, Johto, Sinnoh. So first
Oh,
4 regions.
yeah, they press 4. Oh, so it's kind of like Pokemon. I said, well, Pokemon does go to black and white.
Yeah, they at least stop at black and white, which, whatever.
Your
Uh,
tolerable one. The one that you tolerate in quotation.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I still remember from your playthrough, even though, because they did, like, I see they cranked up the difficulty because they were not using the same teams. It was not a good time for you.
L2 project. So when is Ringo L3 coming out? Ringo. I'm assuming it's been canceled because it says it would have came out last year. No, year before last. It said it should have came out in 2024.
Well, I guess someone got to it.
Oh
Put a
wow.
hammer
Oh, it looks like a lot of shit got canceled that was supposed to be out.
down. And that's usually how it goes like games. So if you don't know, but go put down the drain.
So Legend ZA came out. Uh Gaia is coming out, but it says it should have already been out. Production started in 2022. It's 2026, and it says that they'll start the DLC in 2026, but the game doesn't come out until next year. So some things definitely got pushed back because maybe that's why Power World won the lawsuit. No, it still claims it's coming out in 2028 or later. Project Seed as well, which is the multi-region online remake. Pocopia's out. DLC is coming out. Pokemon Champions, I don't know what that is, but it was originally planned for 2025 and then later delayed and internally restructured with no clear final window indicated in the leaked materials.
I think pretty much Champions will be like an online stadium-esque kind of thing.
Maybe.
Yes. Instead of being like fan made, it's just, made by the OGs themselves.
They
Well,
don't
first part, I should say.
they don't have anything for me to click on, so maybe that one's not coming. 2D anime movie that was supposed to come out in 2023, but I don't know if it ever did. Uh, The Great Detective Pikachu. I don't know if that ever came out.
I would get from Gen 10 to all these scrapped ideas.
Cuz I'm curious because some of the stuff has been taken down and I'm wondering if it's stuff that's been scrapped. It's
I
just
think my
got me
leg's still
curious.
sore. Okay. I say, dang, my legs still hurt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tired and worn out from this week. My body hurts.
Shut down me on the active press.
According to the Terra Leak, the legendaries are going to be two elderly reclusive Pokemon.
What does that even mean?
Wait a minute. So,
Wait, was that a toilet? A Rodon in the shape of a toilet?
where'd you see that? Hold up. Yes, it is. It's not actually a toilet. It's a washing machine. That's one of the new Rotoms that they showed.
I was like, the way the bottom part was, I was like, that's a freaking toilet.
It looks like a toilet, yeah. It's supposed to be a washing machine though. So these two birds kept coming up. Waverin and Spherin.
Flying normal, flying ghost.
Yeah, I'm reading the thing and a possible choice and concept of the Gen 10 legendaries. These are my own creations. Okay.
I was gonna say, those have to be like fan made.
Yeah, I was like, is that these that they're talking about? But apparently it's going to be elderly reclusive Pokemon.
That's how you can say about any legendaries, that they're elder.
Yeah. That's fair. You could say that, especially when we seen the Lugia does have a baby, a whole ass baby.
Vagina junction, what's your function? Taking in sperm and spitting out berbers.
The fact that you still know that all these years later. Holy shit. I didn't even remember all the rest of it.
That just popped in my head.
Holy shit. The human mind is an incredible thing. Oh my god. Oh, last subject. What do we want to see in Gen 10?
All the evolutions that are missing.
Yes, actually, no joke. All the evolutions that we don't have already, I want them. Maybe
It's
that's
long overdue.
and maybe it's asking too much.
Is it though? Because they had like 9 other generations to give us at least 2 new evolution points, but nothing.
Yeah, okay, so Gen 2 gave us 2.
With the Espeon and Umbreon,
Yeah. Then Gen 3 gave us none. Then Gen 4 gave us 2.
Leafeon and Glaceon. Then
Gen
we
5.
just got Sylveon and Gen 6.
Yeah, I was about to say Gen 5 gave us none. Then Gen 6 gave us 1. Then Gen 7 gave us none. Then Gen 8 gave us none. Then Gen
Yeah,
9 gave
Stillborn
us
was the
none.
last one.
Do what?
Yeah, just still. I said, yeah, Stillborn was just really the last one we got.
So we're overdue for a new evolution.
You're using walking cans and still ain't gonna have all the evolution forms.
I I think I think we could potentially actually genuinely get them all in one gen because there's only a few types left, really.
And that's if they feel like it. Of course, they're not going to.
But they could also give us more options for starters that they won't ever do. They just keep giving us the same three types.
Yeah, water, fire, and grass. Come on, man, switch it up. I get that water, fire, and grass like the trifecta, but anyway, branch out.
I mean, I get that they work well with each other because they each are strong against the next one, which is weak against the next one.
So in that
But
case, what three would work the same way?
fucking none. But
I mean, I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's gonna be three that kind of works in similar ways. Just yeah, like think about it for a bit.
I would have to think about it a lot because I would have to actually pull the chart up. But I genuinely feel like taking away that dynamic would make it fun. You wouldn't have to worry about picking which specific one because your opponent will fuck you up with the other one. Um, I think you should do grass, electric, and ice.
You want to keep grass?
Not grass. Fuck ghost. Sorry.
Well, they just thought about switching that you picking grass.
I didn't mean grass. Holy shit, I didn't mean grass. Electric, ghost, and ice.
Electric, eh. Because
I say
usually you
that as
find
a
that.
personal electric lover. I love using electric types.
I mean, I say and electric because usually you find electric type in the beginning of the game anyway. Kind of like how like with Shinx or the zebra.
Zeb Striker.
Yeah,
Or fuck Lux not Luxray. Manectric.
yeah. That's why. Because like, I'm not opposed to electric, just that you kind of they usually give you an electric type towards the beginning of the game anyway, so it's kind of eh. Feel like it should be like a typing that doesn't get often that used that you'll see at the beginning of the game.
Or you can
Because
make it your difficulty selection. Have fairy type for easy mode, normal type for hard mode, and I don't know, psychic for medium.
normal, eh.
Mm. If you did that, you could do a real like spiritual mythology based region.
Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with that kind of stuff.
I think it'd be cool. Would they do it? No. They'll add a dual type, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's what the most of them do is go do give them a secondary typing. Come on, do something similar we do with Sinnoh where you gave like the ground type so it can take on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Gave pull it on the steel type so it can resist grass. And also referring its biting so it can take on and pulling on steel typing. Like
Mm-hmm.
do something similar like that. I think Sims like the only time they ever done that kind of thing.
Why
'Cause every
not?
time
Why not? Why not add a third type?
they're not gonna do that
Well, they
unless Majin's gonna be like some kind of third typing kind of thing. I don't know.
that's that's what I was gonna say. They already did like the was it Terrastall?
would you count it materializing? Because I wouldn't really call that like a third type. It's not like getting added on. It's just changing to that typing.
True.
Like toxicity, I got is it my toxicity is like a normal materializer, so instead of being an electric poison, it's gonna get changed to a normal type, so no more quad weakness to ground.
True. I do like Toxtricity.
It's not good, but I still like the guy.
I like my unofficial sound types.
Yeah, I knew they do add side type, and toxicity still won't say electric poison though.
True. But that doesn't mean that he wouldn't get access to sound type moves, which, you know,
I
he
think they'll just
definitely.
change. Yeah, I think they'll just change like the normal typing moves to sound type moves because he does learn boom burst. I'll just instead of
Yeah.
normal, it'll just be a sound type move.
That's what I was going to say. It was going to be what I feel like they'll do is they'll change a lot of types to a lot of things that already exist to sound type. Like Jigglypuff could easily be a sound type because it sings. Uh, Rillaboom could be grass sound because he bangs on a drum.
Kricketune could be freaking grass. I mean, not
Bug
grass.
sound.
Like that. You can make Chimecho a sound type.
Sound flying. I mean,
Wait, then Chimecho a psychic type.
is it? Yeah. Actually, no, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, Chimecho's a psychic type. Be psychic sound.
Aldino.
Oh yeah, Aldino's like a normal type, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And its mega form is normal fairy, so it could be sound fairy.
Um, they were also talking about a stellar typing, which could retroactively change some Pokemon that are aliens, like Clefairy. Um,
Let's see, Stellar, that's the other form of terrestrializing.
yeah, maybe stellar wasn't the right word. Was it astral? There's so many different words that mean space.
Darset.
I don't remember what word they used. Basically, it was they gave a list of like because in the leak it didn't have the actual name of the typing, it just had like a code name,
Yeah,
and they were giving a list of Pokemon that could easily fit into like a space type, and
like
it was
up to
like
like a thing.
Solrock and Lunatone and Minior and LGM and Clefairy and any of them that came from space. So even Starmie.
Or it was with the Moonstone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sweet. So that's the Nidoking and Nidoqueen are also on the table.
That's what I was gonna ask because they evolved with a Moonstone. So what does that make them?
I
Would
like
that?
Nidoking. I'm surprised Nidoking didn't get like a Mega Form or anything like that.
I feel like Nidoking and Nidoqueen by extension because they are
Yeah.
technically of the same species. Um,
Oh wait, so is it gonna be like Toxtricity where both forms kind of the same thing? So Nidoking and Nidoqueen, they'll just come trans when they Mega Evolve?
I hope not. Although they did do it with Latios and Latias, they took their colors away and just blended them,
Yeah, pretty much. They probably do something similar.
which I thought was stupid. I thought there should have been a new jet that was purple.
Well, one's blue and one's red, so I guess they thought combine blue and red. Purple.
But now you can't tell them apart.
Yeah, it really can't.
um, I don't know. I think that's something I would like to see. I think I would like to see them go back and finish out some cycles that they should have did a long time ago, like the Reggies. Supposedly, we're gonna get some new Reggies because they all represent different eras of human history.
Okay, so we're getting in them ways. So that means one's gonna be like a water type Reggie. That one's gonna be like a what, flying type Reggie, I guess.
That's what I was thinking. So Reggie Rock represents the Stone Age, which, you know, dawn of humanity. All cavemen started in the Stone Age. Um, then you have Reggie Ice, which is the Ice Age, and you have Reggie Steel, which is the Iron Age. You have Reggie Gigas, which is just the king, so he doesn't actually represent an age. Don't know why he's actually listed there.
You got
Um,
Reggie Leakey and Reggie Draco.
Reggie Leakey represents the modern age, or quote unquote electric age. Reggie Drago represents the Middle Ages, known for the dragon myths. Uh, so there are other ages. You had before the Iron Age, you had the Bronze Age, which was significantly less technologically advanced as they were in the Iron Age. A lot of things were discovered around the dawning of the Iron Age. So I feel like it wouldn't be a steel type, it would be like a ground type and stuff like that. It could be something like that. And then like there could be one that represents the future, which is a fairy type or something. Which our future probably won't be happy and sunshine and rainbows, but
All downhill from here.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The future type. The future one would be a dark type. Represent
Oh, it
depression.
could be.
Represent depression and mental health.
It really fucking could be. Oh, wow. It could represent extinction.
Yeah, good.
Oh, wow.
It has a noose around his neck. Well, they wouldn't actually make a noose, but it had like some kind of thing around his neck to represent a noose.
Oh, I feel like it would be a ghost type now.
Yeah. I feel like dark would be more fitting just for like mental health, that kind of stuff. Plus, they could just go like that Mega Absol route, just make it like edgy or something.
Oh, God, yeah. Let's see if there's any new potential Reggies thought about. Ground, Clay Age, Poison, Sludge Age, or Fire Water to fill out new potential trios. Okay, so Reggie Sludge could represent modern pollution and waste, or which could be the future of, all of our waste that we have laying around that we're not getting rid of. Reggie Sus could be dark, based on mythological, deceptive, or shadowy golems. That is mildly racist because the golems represent Jewish people. Never mind, we'll skip over that one.
Yeah, let's just stick with the dark type being like mental health issues.
Yeah,
I kind
let's
of
do
like that.
that one. That one sounds better, a lot better. Reggie Wood or Reggie Mud, which would be ground type, representing earlier, more primitive material. So that would be probably the Bronze Age.
I feel like wood would be more grass.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
I see mud as ground, but I see wood because that
Uh,
move wood hammer.
this last potential name is kind of boring. It's Reggie Heat, and it would represent
I mean, to
basically
be fair,
the discovery of fire, the prehistoric age.
I mean, to be fair, the original trio have boring names like Reggie Rock, Rock type, Reggie Steel, Steel type, Reggie Ice, Ice type. Ain't really the
True.
fancy going on with their names.
True.
So I'm surprised at the war. Did you make it like Reggie Water or some crap like that?
Okay, so here's the post that I saw. Uh, it's a Reddit thread from 7 days ago. People talking about potential new Reggies. Reggie Tube. It's made of tires. Jesus Christ.
He can make so the Michelin lad,
Yes, that's what it looks like.
brother.
A fighting type just called Reggie because his body is ready, and Reggie is spelled Ggie.
Oh, GG boys. You don't get these things are ready for E for everyone.
Okay, so it'd be a dark type to represent the Dark Ages.
Modern age.
Um, hmm. Reggie Reef to represent the golden age of piracy, water type. Reggie Root to represent the age of agriculture, is grass type. Reggie Toria, a ghost type to represent the Victorian age. That is fucking perfect. Or somebody said Reggie Psycho for the age of enlightenment. Reggie Gamma
Psycho.
for the atomic age.
Psycho for the enlightenment. But I guess you gotta be some kind of psychotic to be enlightened.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, look at the Joker.
Very true.
Talking about Joker just remind me of that freaking Ice Nine Kill song that they made about the Joker called the Laugh Track.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they did a song about the Joker. I remember the line of lyrics was, "So join the parade, turn that frown upside down. While you're screaming in pain, I'll be laughing out loud, singing, God can't save us."
Yeah, no, that sounds like the Joker. Man, that sounds like Joker, yeah. Well, damn.
So,
I think we actually covered everything in the list.
I don't know, just for giggles, for since it's a Pokemon podcast, what is your favorite Pokemon? That's not legendary.
Snorlax.
Mine's Gallade.
I can't count Ditto because it's supposed to be a clone of Mew, so technically it's kind of a legendary.
I'll say, I was thinking it would throw out Snorlax. It was either gonna be like Snorlax or Infernape. His intimate monkey.
Or Swampert. I do love me some Swampert.
I remember when I first came up with that name, freaking his intimate monkey. It was just supposed to be like a play on him, the acronym for him.
Yeah. And me having to use my monkeys. Which that's the only one I ever really used. I never used Mankey or Primate that much.
Or even Annihilate. Our Annihilate's pretty solid.
I wish that one of these ROM hacks would have Annihilate in it.
I wonder, is it about to have all monkey teaks? Like you have Infernape, Annihilate, freaking the grass starter with name I'm blinking on. Rillaboom.
Rillaboom.
Yeah, Rillaboom. What else is a monkey?
The three from Gen 5.
Oh yeah, Semaphore and them.
I was about to say there are more monkeys. Where are they?
I feel like there's more.
I have
But
the issue of there's only like 2 gators in the entire Pokédex.
Alligator and freaking Skilledirge.
Yeah, like I want my gator boys, and I can't have them because there aren't that many.
I think that Gator Beyblade I saw earlier.
Hmm. I saw some Evangelion Beyblades
Yeah, I saw
earlier.
that.
That was
Yeah, I
pretty
saw that.
dope.
I remember seeing some Gundam Gunpla. They're doing a collaboration with like Hololive VTubers. I remember seeing that. Matching their color scheme.
That's dope. That's dope.
I saw one of them called what, Crossbone Gundam. That one looked pretty interesting. So it's like based off that pirate YouTuber. Is it Marine, I believe her name was?
Damn, that gives me ideas, but I don't want to paint my sand rock green and purple.
Hey, go for it. Ain't no myself on you. It's my present from me to you.
Well, the problem is I'll regret it after I paint it because then it won't be sand
The
rock
original.
anymore. Yeah, it won't be the right colorway anymore, and it'll bug me, and I'll be like, well, I shouldn't have did that.
Nah, go ahead, go for it. That you want to. Probably just figure out which parts you're gonna paint green, purple, black, or whatever color, just to make it work. I know if you paint like straight up just green and purple, it's not gonna look all that good.
Yeah, no, I'll figure out something. I'll probably end up buying a random Gundam and putting it together and painting it. I mean,
Still waiting for that.
obviously one I like, but
Yeah, still waiting on that Liger to come in.
I wonder how annoying it's going to be to put together.
Guess you'll find out when he decides to stream it.
Yeah, I got to
See you
figure out tomorrow/today. I have to stream. Doing the Sandrock. So
Cause like it's high time to start putting that thing together.
oh yeah, I don't want to, but I know it's gonna be irritating and it's gonna take a while. But man, that's half the fun of it. It's fun once I'm done with it.
I find it interesting how both our favorite guns are from the same era.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I ever told you my favorite Gundam?
Have you?
I don't. I have.
I was
It's
just gonna say I've noticed that most people have their our age, their favorite Gundam is from the Wing Seed era because that was what was on TV when we were kids.
yeah. I was about to say ours from like Endless Waltz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, my favorite Gundam is Gundam Heavy Arms Custom.
You have told me that before.
I even use that in the freaking game, the fighting game with the Gundam Battle Assault 2. That's my go-to. Just on the crap out of everything.
Yeah.
That's after I got guns and missiles for days.
Well, really quick, let's go ahead and bring the podcast to a close before we ramble on too long.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you for watching. Don't know what the hell we're gonna do next month, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Me.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. No episodes every month.